you think's going to win tonight, Houston or LA?
Lakers, because I don't think I think the Rockets may get desperate, but I don't think they're at that point yet. Like, you can come back from down 3-1. It's happened. You know what's never happened? Coming back down 4-1. If you're talking about not just a must-win game psychologically, but an actual must-win game, maybe I think the Rockets pull something out their hat. But the bottom line is, if Danuel House, and his status is uncertain, like, what's going on with him? Did he leave the bubble? Did he not? Is he eligible to play? Is he not? He's a good player, and I think he's far more important to the, if not the success so far of that team, to the kind of potential success they might have. Also, Covington's health, right? Like, the Rockets, those kind of details matter more for this team because on top, the 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook, as excellent as it is not LeBron and AD. Like, I was on this show, I was on the radio on the Max Kellerman show, on the radio on ESPN radio on Friday, talking about how when Richard Jefferson tweeted out, hey, you know what Giannis is? He's actually like Pippen who needs his Jordan. I said, no, he's Shaq who needs his Kobe. Well, so is AD sort of, but he has his Kobe, right? Like, AD is just about as good as it gets for a scoring rim defender. I mean, history of basketball at the power forward position, how many people have been as good as AD, let alone better? Does he have the chance to be the best one who ever lived? And basically playing the point guard is LeBron James. That is a pairing of a ball handler and a big that is unmatched in the NBA, including by the dynamic duo in Houston. So when you start to look at the supporting cast, it becomes more important for Houston to be at full strength. Not only might they not be at full strength, and they weren't in the last game, but the Lakers, while we're all waiting, like, who's going to be the third wheel on this team? Is it Kyle Kuzma? No, I guess not. Could it be Danny Green? No, it's Rondo, because Rondo in the playoffs is real. Rondo, throughout his career, whatever level he's playing on in the regular season, from, he ain't that good anymore, to, no, he's a good regular season player, always better when you need him most, is a genuine clutch player who's an all-star in the playoffs. The Rockets need every bit of help that they can get. They're down maybe 2 players. I like the Lakers.
I like the Lakers to win this series. I like the Houston Rockets to win tonight. I think their backs are against the wall. They know they go down 3-1. This series is over. They're not coming back from that. They recognize the kind of situation that they're in. I think Russell Westbrook and James Harden rise to the occasion tonight. I think they respond. I also think that Covington comes back. He's going to play. Danuel House, that's a different matter, Max. According to the reports, there was a potential violation of protocol that is being investigated by the NBA. It could call for a 10-day warranty, a quarantine rather. He is saying that he never left the bubble, but just because you didn't leave the bubble doesn't mean you didn't violate some kind of protocol. Use your imagination. I know I am. Bottom line is that he's in trouble of not being available, not just for tonight, but potentially the rest of the series. But the NBA is investigating that, and who knows? He might luck up, and they might not require any of that. Nevertheless, it's one of those situations where I think that Houston, with the exception of a particular gap in the fourth quarter, has really scored the ball relatively well against this Lakers defense. And I think it's one of those situations where Harden and Westbrook step up because they understand that their backs are against the wall. You lose this game, you lose the series. It's just that simple. I think they're going to lose anyway, but obviously it would be a lot tougher to come back from a 3-1 than if you tied the series up 2-2. Because even after that, if you lose game 5, then you still it's a 3-2 situation, and then you can come and take that one at a time game approach because you don't have to win 3 straight in order to salvage the series. I think this is one of those situations where they rise to the occasion tonight, and I think I'm looking at Harden and Westbrook to answer the call and save the day for one night.
Well, all due respect to the Brodies, James Harden and Russell Westbrook, y'all know how I ride with them. But at the end of the day, the Lakers are winning this game, and they're going to win the series. Why? One reason is because LeBron James is not only the best player in this series, but he's proven to be the best player in the world right now. He's turned back the hands of time. He's playing like the Miami Heat LeBron James. And I'm not just talking about offensively, I'm talking about defensively. His defensive impact, the way that he is swatting that ball, blocking the ball. He's sending those balls back to Texas from Florida. He's blocking with a purpose. And the way that he's attacking the paint. And then the other reason why is because you got Anthony Davis, who have accepted the role of playing the 5. And now all that P.J. Tucker talk about him being able to stop AD, that is going out the window. Anthony Davis is going to have it his way. The third reason why I feel like the Lakers are going to win this game and win this series is because of Rajon Rondo. He didn't give himself playoff Rondo. The world gave him that name. Why? Because he steps up in the big moments. He brings a certain level of IQ that is unmatched. When you watch him, LeBron lets him run the point. LeBron is getting those deep seals where only a guy like Rondo could throw that pass because it's a small window where he's throwing it over the top and LeBron is able to catch it and finish at the basket. Or Rondo and Anthony Davis is getting that eye contact and AD spinning out for lobs. And then you look at game 1. James Harden went on the tear. What did Frank Vogel and his coaching staff do? They made an adjustment. They started trapping James Harden. They started trapping them and mixing it up. The Rockets are so predictable. It's frustrating to watch them because all you have to do is run them off the 3, rotate, because you know they're not going to shoot mid-range jumpers, which I could have counted 50 times they had a chance to pull up at the elbows and shoot floaters, but they didn't. And the Lakers are waiting on the passes because they probably had about 15 steals where they're still in the corner pass from the three-point shooter because they know it's coming. Mike D'Antoni is not going to change his system. Frank Vogel and the Lakers made some great adjustments. They actually went small by putting the Morris twin or Kuzma in the lineup and taking JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard out. So the way that LeBron, AD, Rondo, and this Laker team is playing right now, I see them winning the night and I see them winning the series.
One thing.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.